Trash my property. I'll trash your memories. I had been renting a home to a family for about 8 years. I rented through an agency, so I tried to be as hands-off as possible, but I still helped out when I could. Any major appliance breakdowns or issues were addressed as quickly as I could. I like to believe that what goes around comes around, good and bad alike. They had some interesting problems, though. At one point, the stove broke and would only go on high. Not a big deal to fix, maybe $80 in parts, but they didn't tell me about it. Instead, they decided to leave oil in a pan and walked away to fold laundry. The grease caught fire and destroyed the microwave and left smoke damage. I was pissed, but shit happens, so I let it slide. About 13 months ago, they sent me a text saying, "There was a fire. It's bad." The garage was totally destroyed. The fire investigator said a cigarette likely started the blaze since it was tossed into a pile of trash. Tenants didn't even know the house was on fire because they removed the batteries from all the smoke detectors because they wouldn't stop beeping. Obviously, they had to leave since the house was uninhabitable. We didn't straight up evict them. They did it to themselves. My rental agency never did a final walkthrough and never collected their keys. The house has been under restoration ever since. It's been about $90,000 in insurance claims, and my premium has quadrupled. Now, in an effort to make it presentable again, my family and I have been painting and replacing the needed items. Turns out their teenage son let himself into the house at some point and kicked in some walls and carved his name into about 20 places in the house. There were many other things, but I'm trying to keep this brief. As for revenge, this weekend I was in the attic replacing bathroom vents. When I went into the attic, I found 3 boxes stored away. One of them has a NES with a dozen games or so. The others were labeled Son's Name Memories. They contained baby blankets, stuffed animals, and other trinkets. I took special joy in placing the boxes out for bulk trash to pick up and smiled as I watched them get crushed by the trash truck. If you don't care about people's stuff, you can't expect them to care about yours. Notes: I'm working my way out of the rental game. Not worth the effort. I found about $7,000 in damages that I won't recover without going to small claims court, but they were behind on nearly every bill, so it'd be like getting blood from a stone. And if you're wondering why I didn't evict them sooner, it's because my rental agency insisted they were as good as I could expect.